So for all my fellow Loopies that want to know what I do with my smoothies, this is what I do. First of all, I put cherries. And usually I put maybe a fourth of the bag. Maybe half sometimes. This is a little bag from Winco. It's only 12 ounces. And then I also add mixed fruits from Costco. Sometimes I have this, not always. So this one is optional. And it does have mango, papaya, strawberries, and pineapple. So if I don't have this one, I always put this one in, which is pineapple. And then I also have this one, and this is from Costco as well. This is raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. So if I ran out of this one, I always, absolutely always have raspberries on hand, and I absolutely always have blackberries on hand. So with this, the whole thing is, it is antioxidants, and they are anti-inflammatory, actually with everything. So the pineapple as well is going to go ahead and help you with anti-inflammatory. And I believe it also helps with, there's something else I remember reading about pineapple that's really good for you. So that's why I put it in there. But I will look into that in a little bit. And the papaya is really good for back pain. And cherries are really good for everyday aches and pains. And if I don't put cherries, and they're dark, sweet cherries, it can't be like the lighter cherries. It has to be dark cherries. The dark cherries, they actually act as aspirin. So they will help thin the blood just the right amount without making you sick. Like you would take blood thinners and you can still have this because it's not going to make it to the point where you're like bleeding out. But it also acts as a painkiller. So if I go and do my smoothie with all this other stuff and I don't add in my cherries, I get massive headaches. Like, because I've always had problems with headaches, but since I started doing these smoothies, it doesn't bother me anymore. And then there's times when I don't have this and like I'll add strawberries in, but at this point I really don't put strawberries. But I do like to put the pineapple for sure. It adds sweetness and it helps as anti-inflammatory as well. So these are what I put in my smoothie as far as berries go. Now, as far as liquid goes, I add in this. This is an empty one, but it is organic carrot juice. And if the bottle was full, I would only put like that much. So if you can see, it's not that much that I add in, but it's just enough. And carrots are really good for you, and the juice is really good for you. And I found when I started adding in my carrot juice, it really made a difference too. And then apart from my carrot juice, I also put pomegranate juice. So hold on. Okay, so on top of these cherries, I also sometimes add in a lot of the raspberries. So if I don't have these, this 3-berry, which I get from Costco, I absolutely will buy them in this form separate. But raspberries are really good for you, and they're a high source of vitamin C, antioxidants, and they have a lot of fiber. So with the fiber, it actually helps to get all the crap out of your digestive system. So it'll help you feel better and more energetic throughout the day, especially if there's a lot of people that are like, I don't go to the bathroom regularly. And the fiber, what it does is it binds to all the chemicals and the toxins in your intestines, and it helps get them out. So it's really good for you. This is one of those things that I cannot live without. I have to have my smoothie. If I go one day without my smoothie, I really feel the fatigue of lupus, and I start feeling like crap and getting muscle aches and all kinds of stuff. So then I did all the research on this before I started making my smoothies. I don't remember exactly every single thing that has the benefits of all these different fruits, but I know that combined they taste awesome, first of all. It might be a little bitter for some people because there's a lot of this, but if you want, you can add like a raw sugar or a coconut sugar or something like that. And then there's this. I add the Silk almond milk, and I use Silk because it has less preservatives and it doesn't have like a list of ingredients that is a boatload long. So this one just has the sugar cane, a little bit of sea salt, sunflower, lactin, that kind of stuff. So that's what I use. I use that soy milk because I used to use the Almond Breeze one and it had a lot more crap in it. So yeah, this is the one I use. And you can also get unsweetened, which sometimes I do use the unsweetened, but it makes it nice that this one already has sugar in it, so I don't have to add sugar to the rest of my smoothie. And then plus all of the fruits and stuff. And that's what this does too. It adds sweetness. And then when you add strawberries, you can add bananas, you can add any other type of fruit that you want, but these are my main fruits. I have to add cherries. I have to add my raspberries. My almond milk is always there. And then I add maybe like a cup or two of water, depending, and I do a whole blender full, so it's a lot. And it lasts me like about a day. Sometimes, depending on how I feel, I drink more smoothie than not. And then, of course, my carrot juice. And then I usually put pomegranate juice, but I actually ran out, and I think I have it stored in like one of these right now, so I don't have a bottle to show you, but you can go to the store and get any pomegranate juice and add it in. And I get mine at Costco because it's cheaper at Costco, but you can go to any Whole Foods, or you can go to like Sam's Club or wherever you feel comfortable to get this stuff. And so then everybody's asking me how much do I put of everything, so I'm going to show you right now how I make it, so you can see that I kind of eyeball it, but I always put the right amount of cherries and the right amount of raspberries and this, and so it all depends, but my cherries are always like the fixed amount that I add in, so I will get to that right now. Okay, so here is my blender. And it's a good size. I think it goes to like 7-8 cups. My other blender, I just switched this blender because my other blender was like one of those Walmart blenders that was only like $10-15 and I've had it forever. Although I do really love that one and it still works, I like this one too. So this is what I do. First, what I do is I take my cherries and I go ahead and pour them in. Hold on one second. Okay, so this is kind of harder than I thought because I have to use two hands to open things, so I have to frequently pause this. So what I do is I open my cherries and I pour them in. So I pour it in until it looks like that. And with cherries, it says to use as a dosage like 10 cherries. 10 to 20 cherries max a day will give you that aspirin, arthritis healing power that these cherries offer. So it really helps with the pain. And then today I'm going to add a lot more raspberries than I usually do because I was having a bad day yesterday and raspberries kind of helped me with that. So here's some raspberries that I put in. And I don't really measure anything. It's just like eyeball it. So then I do my 3 berries. And this one I usually put a lot more because it has everything. So let's see if I can do this one-handed. Carlos, you want to help me? Yeah. Hold this real quick. Hold it so you can see. So this is my helper, Carlos. He's helping me. So then we're adding in, and this has blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. So we're adding that
Can you hold it real quick so I can get it there?
Hold on. So that's that. Thank you, Carlos. And then I'm going to add in my pineapples right now. I'm not going to use this other mix that I have over here because, I mean, well, I guess I kind of might use it. Don't press the sides. So I'll probably use some of this, but I'll probably pick out just the papaya because it's really good for back pain and my back has really been bothering me lately. There you go. Make sure you get it all, okay? Hold it up high enough. So Carlos is going to help me hold the camera. Can you see me pouring?